On today's episode of Black Series Clone Trooper exclusives that other countries have had for months that I'm only getting now because I'm American, we have the Black Series Gaming Greats Umbra Operative ARC Trooper. This guy is sweet and I really like him. He does have a couple things that kind of make me wonder why, like what's going on here, but this figure is great. I'm happy that I was able to get this exclusive because other certain Clone Trooper exclusives, like the ARC Trooper Captain Fordo, I am wondering if I will ever get. Walmart just has not shipped it out, even though it's shipped it out to people that pre-ordered it later than me and people that ordered it in stock. Dude, I pre-ordered it minute one, and I'm still waiting. So we'll see. If you guys want to see the Black Series Captain Fordo review, either pray to the Walmart gods, or if someone can help me out. But anyways, at least GameStop is reliable with their pre-orders, even though they take a while compared to other outlets in other countries that have had this for months. I finally have him, and I can say it's pretty great. Is it perfect? I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So here is the obvious comparison. It's clearly a repaint of Echo. The main difference is obviously it's Echo, but black. You know how to say it. He does have like this cool yellowy like skeleton pattern to his armor that looks super sweet, and I love it. He's very black. He's very dark. Maybe that's what Umbra means. Yeah, it does. Fun fact, when this character design was debuted, I hardly read the word Umbra, and I thought it was Umbra Operative. So I thought this was like an Umbra ARC Trooper that was on Umbra during the Umbra campaign. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. It's a clone trooper from Umbra. But no, it's Umbra. It's Umbra Operative. It's a Shadow. It's basically Black Ops. That's what it is. So, yeah, you can see it looks cool. Comparing the head sculpts, you can see Echo right here. Very nice head sculpt. And this one, they glued the helmet on. I don't know why Hasbro is compelled to cheap out, because this same figure in the Vintage Collection, which I actually will be getting very soon, they didn't glue the helmet on. No, it has a full Tamora Morrison face underneath. And it also has the full weapons loadout, mind you. This Umbra Operative only came with the DC-17s that he is holding in his holsters. But yeah, the head's glued on. If it wasn't glued on, and if it had paint, it would look like this. But they glued it on. So yeah, weird things about this guy. Let's just get this out of the way. They glued the head on. Don't know why, but they did. Another weird thing, he only comes with the DC-17s. It would be cool if he came with other stuff. But if I'm not mistaken, in the video game, Star Wars Battlefront 2, I think the ARC Troopers only have these as weapons. So I guess that's not that big of a deal. But still, I thought, maybe they could have just thrown them in just as a thank you. I don't know. Another odd thing. So obviously, if you try to paint bright colors on dark plastic, they're going to be a little muted. And you may be wondering, why are the elbow and knee pads so much brighter? That's because, for whatever reason, they're cast in white. I don't know if you can see any of that. The elbow and the knee pads are cast in white. Oh, there you go. There you can really see. There's actually incomplete paint right there. They're also hard plastic. They're a lot harder than some of the other versions of these molds. Like, let's take a look at Echo here. You can see I'm just flexing that knee pad. It's soft plastic. This one, it's not going. They used more rigid plastic. Maybe in response to some of these figures where if you bend the elbows too far, it'll actually eat and break that. Because you can see I can bend the elbows on Echo way further than 90 degrees because that elbow pad's getting mushed a bit. But this, it's only 90 degrees because it's hard white plastic. It's so odd that it's white. I don't know why. But yeah, you can definitely see they're way brighter. It looks kind of funny. Another thing too, they did once again neglect to give him an actual trigger finger for his left hand. So one little Zacto blade swipe later and it takes care of that. Not a big deal, but still, come on Hasbro. It's a clone trooper. He's a dual-wielding clone trooper. He needs two trigger finger hands. I just can't believe with the Bad Batch Echo, he only has one hand, and it doesn't even have a trigger finger. It's so funny. But yeah, I mean, this mold is just as amazing as it was. Another issue, another weird thing I just remembered. Like I said, they used harder plastic. They also used harder plastic for the shoulder pads. Because I was trying to pose him at first, and as I tried to lift this up, the shoulder pads shot out. Because these shoulder pads on Echo are soft. They'll move out of the way. You can get him moving his arms way further up. But for the Umbra Operative, they are rigid plastic. They're as hard as the figure itself. So that's all the arm range you're getting. I mean, you can move them up. You can still do that. But when it comes to, like, you know, moving the arm up like that, it's just not happening. That's so odd to me. It's so weird. But yeah, the deco's really sweet. I mean, look at this guy. Come on. Come on. Look at that. That's badass. This is sweet. It just looks so cool. I dig it. It's a fun figure still. Still one of my favorite Black Series. I do prefer Echo. Number one, because it's Echo. Number two, because it has that removable helmet, the extra weapons, the softer plastics. I feel like the weird quirks with this version of the mold just hold it back. And I wonder with the ARC Trooper Fordo that I may never get, I wonder if it uses the harder plastics, you know. I think it still has like the helmet glued on, which is stupid, but it's whatever. Yeah, it's an interesting figure, man. I do love all the patterning. I do love all the deco. It looks really cool. I mean, come on. Come on. It's not every day you see a yellow clone, let alone like this Black Ops yellow skeleton design clone. Like, it just looks so cool. You can move the rangefinder still. Man, it's just so nice. They did switch the ammo pouch over to this side. Something they didn't even do with the Fordo retool, which makes no sense because Fordo should have it on this side. But it's whatever. It's Hasbro being Hasbro. But yeah, it's got that same articulation we've known out of this mold for quite a while now. Because that Camino clone, wasn't that 2020 that came out? Jeez, it's been a while since we've seen this new mold at first. Yeah, good articulation. The skirts definitely do limit it some. But you can still work around it. It's a fun figure, man. I definitely recommend it. There's not much else to say because he doesn't come with a lot. He doesn't have a lot going on because, I mean, it's a figure we've already seen a few times already. But it's still, man, it's really cool looking. It's so cool looking. I really like it. I do hope we get the other ARC Troopers in Black Series. But then again, I'm also happy and I prefer that we are getting some of those others in Vintage Collection first. Because I feel like with Clone Troopers, you gotta go TVC when it comes to like building the army and having all this variety. But when it comes to Black Series, it's cool to have these, you know, significant characters and like the main Clone Troopers and the significant army builders. I don't army build Black Series. I have no duplicate Black Series clones, except for the Shock Trooper from Walmart. But I got two because you can make one a commander and the other a normal one. Figure that kind of made sense. But other than that, I don't army build Black Series. Well, then again, I also do have like 3-4 Commander Codys, but that's Commander Cody. And then again, I do have 2 of the 212th that just came out from Walgreens, but one's in the box. Okay. Let's stop. Let's stop rambling. Umbra Operative. It's really cool. I really like him. I really recommend him. Go to GameStop. Get him. It's actually really cool. GameStop, I walk in and I see Boss and I see the 501st Jet Trooper. I'm sure they'll get a good supply of this one as well. At least I'm hoping. I haven't seen this one in stores quite yet, but GameStop did ship me mine a little later than other people's for whatever reason, but I did get it. It's a really great figure. I highly recommend it. Alrighty guys, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to the patrons at Patreon. Thank you all so much for the continued support. I genuinely appreciate it. Alrighty guys, there we go. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.